Do you understand English? But freeze when it's time to speak. Does your brain go blank even though you know the words? You're not alone. And no, there's nothing wrong with you. Most people try to learn English with grammar books and fast videos. But fluency doesn't begin in the mouth, it begins in the mind. If you start your day thinking in English, your confidence grows. Your brain stops translating, your sentences come faster, and little by little you start to speak without fear. In this video we'll build a new habit, a slow, simple morning routine. In English, we speak together, we repeat. You shadow my voice. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up, relax, and speak with me. Let's begin your new day and your new voice right now. He opens his eyes. The room is quiet. It's early. No stress, no rush, just this moment. He doesn't jump out of bed. He waits. He notices his breath, in and out, slow, soft. He feels the blanket on his skin. He stretches one arm, then the other. He is still tired, but that's okay. This moment is not for speed. It's for coming back to life gently. He doesn't need to prove anything. Not today. Just waking up is enough. He sits up slowly. His back is stiff, so he moves carefully. He yawns, then smiles. I'm awake now, he says. And yes, maybe his English is still sleeping too, but it will wake up, step by step, word by word. There is no need to be perfect before the day even starts. He puts his feet on the floor, cold, a little shock, but he breathes again. I breathe slowly, he tells himself, because breathing is like a soft hello to the brain. A message, you're safe, you're here, you're okay. His mind wants to race to all the things he has to do, work, family, messages, but not yet. First, one more breath, one more stretch. He looks at the ceiling, a little crack in the corner. It's always been there. Funny how we only notice these things when we slow down. He touches his neck, a small pain. Too many hours on the phone yesterday, but no problem. Today will be different. He will move, not just sit. And today he will speak. Yes, even if it's just one sentence in English. He walks to the window. He doesn't open it yet. He just looks. The light is soft, a little yellow, a little grey. The world is not rushing either. Today is a new day, he whispers, not because it's dramatic, not because he believes in magic, but because today really is new, different from yesterday, and this time he gets to start it in English. He touches his chest. His heart is calm, but awake. My body feels a little tired, he says, and he accepts it. That's not failure. That's human. He stretches his arms again. That's okay. I will start slow. That sentence feels good, like warm tea, like a soft voice. He repeats it again, slow, clear, from his mouth, not just his mind. He puts a hand on the wall, feels the coolness, a reminder he is here, alive, safe, and learning. He says it out loud with a smile. I'm ready to speak English, not later. Now, even if his voice is dry, even if his thoughts are cloudy, because progress doesn't come from perfect moments, it comes from real ones. And this moment, this is real. He opens his mouth again, just a whisper, good morning. And that small sentence, it's the beginning of a new voice, his voice, in a new language, in a new life. A soft start, yes, but full of power, because sometimes the strongest thing you can do is begin gently. He stands a little taller now. The day hasn't started yet, but something inside him already has. He looks around the room, then looks inside his mind. What will I do today, he asks himself, not in his native language, in English, slowly, gently. Today, I will learn something. The words are soft, but the meaning is strong. He smiles. That's a good start. He walks to the kitchen. The fridge hums. The air feels cool. I will go to work, he thinks, not just as a plan, but as a sentence to practice. Then he repeats it. I will go to work. Slowly, out loud, again. I will go to work. He doesn't try to sound perfect. He just tries to speak. That's the new rule now. Say it, even if it's simple. He sees a piece of paper on the table, a reminder from yesterday. He looks at it and says, "I have 3 things to do." He doesn't list them yet. That's okay, just saying the sentence is part of the practice. He says it again, "I have 3 things to do." He knows this kind of English, practical, short, is the kind he needs in real life. He picks up his phone. The screen lights up. Messages, notifications, pressure. He takes a deep breath. "I want to speak English for 5 minutes." He says it slowly, clearly. Then he sets a timer. 5 minutes of shadowing. 5 minutes of speaking. No excuses today. 5 minutes can feel small, but 5 minutes every day, that's life-changing. He pours some water into a glass. Cold, clear, simple. "I will drink water," he says. And again, "I will drink water." It sounds silly, but it's not. This is how children learn. This is how he's learning now. Slowly, softly, with real words from real life. The kind of English that sticks, that lives in the body, not just in the brain. He walks to the mirror. His reflection is tired, but not weak. "I will move my body," he says. Not a big workout, just a stretch, a walk, a few steps. Movement helps the brain. He knows that now. When the body moves, the brain wakes up. And when the brain wakes up, English flows more easily. It's all connected. Body, breath, voice, courage. He looks at the clock. It's still early, but the day is already beginning inside him. Not on the outside, not with emails or noise, but with thoughts in English, plans, promises, small goals spoken out loud. "Today I will learn something. I will drink water. I will speak English." Not just grammar, not just rules. These are real-life sentences, and as he puts on his shoes, he says one more sentence. "I will keep going." That one feels good. That one feels true. It's not just for today, it's for all the days after. Because this is not just English practice. This is rebuilding a new way of living. A way with voice. A way with choice. And in this new day, there's more to say. He puts on his shirt. It's quiet but not empty. Inside he feels something shifting. He doesn't say much, but today he will speak to himself in English. Not long sentences, not hard grammar, just small truths, soft affirmations. "I speak English," he says. His voice is unsure. That's okay. He repeats it. "I speak English." This time it feels stronger. He walks to the mirror again. This time, not to check his hair, but to meet himself. The person who is learning, the person who doesn't give up. "I'm learning slowly," he says, "not fast, not like others, but real, honest. And slow is not bad. Slow is deep. Slow is strong. Slow means he's still here, still trying." He remembers yesterday when he wanted to speak but couldn't. The words were stuck. His mouth froze. His heart beat fast. He felt small. Today he says, "I'm not perfect, and that's okay." He says it again. "I'm not perfect, and that's okay." He lets that sentence enter his body. It's not just a phrase. It's a permission. He makes a small coffee. His hands shake just a little, but he holds the cup. He breathes in the warm smell. "I'm proud of myself," he says, not loud, but real. He says it because no one else will say it for him, not today. He has to say it to himself, and he means it. Every word is a step back to confidence. He sits down for one moment. No screen, no noise, just him. "I'm doing my best." That sentence brings peace, because the best does not mean perfect. It means honest effort. It means practice, even when tired. It means speaking, even when afraid. "I am doing my best." He repeats it again, because it matters. His shoulders feel heavy today. Life is busy, life is hard, but he still whispers, "I will keep going." That's his secret power, not talent, not speed, just not giving up. He may pause, he may cry, but he will keep going. That's what learning is. Not a race, a return, again and again. He looks around the room. Old furniture, bills on the table, the TV on mute. Nothing looks different, but something is different. Him, his mind, his choice to speak, his decision to keep trying. These small sentences are not just language, they're identity. He's not A person who studies English. He is a person who speaks it. And as he finishes his coffee, he smiles. Because these short phrases, they're like bricks. Every day, one more, one more, one more. Slowly, they build something strong, and in this new voice there is a new story, a story that continues into daily life. He gets out of bed, slowly, carefully. I get out of bed, he says. The words are simple, but strong. He repeats them. I get out of bed. Not just for the grammar, not for a test. He says it because it's true, because it's real. His voice feels shaky, but it's his, and this moment is practice. He walks to the bathroom. He looks in the mirror again. His eyes are sleepy. He smiles at his reflection. I brush my teeth, he says, toothbrush in hand, foam on his lips. He says it again. I brush my teeth. A boring sentence, maybe, but this is daily English, real English, the kind that builds fluency over time. He turns on the tap. The water runs cold. He splashes it on his face. It wakes him up a little more. I wash my face, he says. He looks at the towel. He says it again. I wash my face. This is how children learn, naming actions. And now he's doing the same, like a beginner but with adult courage. He walks to the kitchen. His steps are slow but steady. He fills the kettle. He waits. He breathes. I make coffee, he says. A small sentence, but it feels good. Coffee means comfort. Coffee means routine. He repeats again. I make coffee, slowly, with rhythm. One action, one sentence. He opens the fridge. Not much inside, just a little bread, a bit of fruit. I eat something small, he says. He doesn't rush. He eats quietly. He says it again. I eat something small. And that's okay. Not every meal has to be big. Not every word has to be long. What matters is presence and practice. He sits down with his plate. He picks up his phone. A message from work. Another from his sister. He scrolls. Then he catches himself. He puts the phone down, picks it back up, but this time with intention. I check my phone, he says. Then again, I check my phone. Speaking his day in English is not hard. It's a new habit. He opens YouTube, sees this video, presses play. I open this video, he says. He smiles. It feels like a small win, like he's not alone. He repeats again, I open this video. And now the words feel familiar. This video is part of his routine, a friend, a teacher, a mirror for the new version of him. He finishes his small breakfast, wipes his mouth, stretches his neck. I speak, I learn, I grow, he says softly. The grammar may be simple, but the meaning is deep. His morning is not just coffee and scrolling, it's action, it's language, it's his voice. And now, the world around him becomes part of the practice. Did you enjoy the content and it made a difference for you? Click on Super Thanks and support our work. He looks around the room. He doesn't translate. He just sees and speaks. I see my phone, he says. It's simple, so simple. But this is where the real magic starts. Not in textbooks, not in long lists of verbs. Right here, in real life. In what his eyes see and what his mouth dares to say. He turns his head, a black bag on the chair. He points and says, my bag is on the chair. Clear, slow. Again, my bag is on the chair. He feels silly at first, like a child naming things. But it's not silly, it's smart. Babies speak like this, and look how fast they learn. So why not him? The window is half open, the light touches the floor. The sun is coming in, he says. He watches the light move, quiet, peaceful. Again, the sun is coming in. This is not just English. This is presence, mindfulness, a new way to wake up with words, with calm, with attention. He walks to the front door. His shoes are waiting, not perfect, not clean, just there. My shoes are near the door, he says. He feels more confident now. The sentence is long, for him, but he says it. Then again, then again. That's how the brain learns, repetition, without pressure. He hears a sound, a bird outside. He doesn't know the name in English. That's okay. He doesn't stop. He just says, it's quiet this morning. He smiles, because it is quiet, and beautiful. A soft morning, a slow voice. These words aren't for a test. They're for him, for this moment. He touches the table. It's brown, he says. Then, the table is brown. 2 ways to say it, both correct. He notices something. The more he speaks, the more he sees. Things feel clearer in English, not because English is magic, but because speaking makes him focus. It makes him awake. He walks to the window again, a plant in the corner, a few leaves turning yellow. The plant looks tired, he says. He smiles. That sentence came fast, natural. It's a joke, a thought, a real opinion. In English, that's the goal. Not perfect grammar, but real expression. And now everywhere he looks, a sentence appears. The fan, the cup, the chair, the dust. All of it becomes part of his practice. His mind is no longer passive. It's working, noticing, speaking. This is not a lesson. This is a life lived in English. And as he moves through his home, he starts to feel a quiet motivation rising. He sits down again. This time, not to scroll, not to rush, but to reflect. He takes a slow breath. He looks around the room. Nothing has changed, but everything feels different. Why? Because he spoke. He showed up. And softly he says, I will speak English today. No big goal, just this decision. He smiles. The pressure is gone. He doesn't need to sound fluent. He doesn't need to impress anyone. I don't need to be fast, just present. He says it twice. He lets it land. Fast is not better. Present is better. Fully here, fully awake, fully inside the moment, with English in his mouth. He remembers his voice this morning, slow, quiet, unsure, but now he feels more clear, more calm, more connected. I will listen and repeat, he says. That's the simple plan. That's the whole system. Listen, repeat. Don't overthink. Don't stop. Just follow the voice, like a gentle wave. He picks up his notebook, a few small notes from yesterday. 1 word, 1 sentence, nothing big, but it means a lot. I will take 1 small step, he says, and that's enough. That's more than most people do. 1 step, 1 word, 1 minute, repeated day after day. It creates transformation. He remembers something. How, months ago, English felt like a wall, too high, too strong, too far. But today, something feels different. English is part of my life now, he whispers. Not just a subject, not a test, a part of his day. Like water, like food, like breath. Quiet, but constant. He looks out the window. The light is stronger now. The day is calling him. And this time, he doesn't feel small. He feels steady. Let's begin the day, he says. Not in fear, not in shame, but in choice. He chooses to speak. He chooses to keep going. He chooses to try again and again. He closes his eyes for 1 more breath. A long, soft breath. No goals, no pressure, just presence. This is not about speed. This is about identity. He is not a person who wants to learn English. He is a person who speaks it, a person who uses it, a person who lives it. And as the day truly begins, he knows something powerful. Fluency is not far. It's here, inside this practice, inside this breath, inside this voice. He opens the door, steps out, 1 foot, 1 word, 1 new life, and more is waiting just ahead. Now you've done something most people never do. You didn't just watch. You didn't just listen. You spoke. You moved your mouth. You practiced your voice. That's powerful. That's rare. That's real English learning. But let me ask you something. What if you did this every morning? What would change, not just in your English, but in your confidence, your mind, your life? Do you want to stop translating and start thinking in English? Do you want to speak without fear, even with mistakes? Then this is your path, not fast, not perfect, but real. Repeat this video tomorrow and the next day. Make it your daily voice training, because fluency doesn't come from luck. It comes from rhythm. So tell me in the comments, what part of this routine helped you the most today? And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and come back every day to grow your English and your voice.